Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to Kayville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Looking to throw it to Uiagalelei. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. The give is to Williams. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's good from 58 yards out.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Underneath toast of coverage, got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. left ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He finds his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Looking to pass. It's Uiagalelei. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Offense set on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the 1st half.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a third down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brown.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Murphy. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Back to the air one more time. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Wide out in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now, I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He wants a big play here late. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now, they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
The give is to Williams. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Absolutely perfect. Big celebration, understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese